What is going on, you guys? So, it's been a minute since we got some parts for the car. Had to kind of slow down for a week there and save up a little bit of money to buy some suspension stuff. So, I think that's what that is. Doesn't look like my back-ordered stuff is here yet, so hopefully next week. But let's dig into it and see what we got. I also got my airbox welded up, so that's finished and ready to go in the car too. So we got a package here from Amazon. Like I said, oh, well, hey, there's a little tear off on here. I buy a lot of stuff from Amazon because you can find a lot of stuff for pretty cheap there. Now, what I found here, this is a alternator relocation bracket. So basically this is designed for setups where you're just running an alternator on that lower position right where I'm running mine. So I had that bracket that I rough cut and everything, but I wasn't really too happy with the way it turned out, and I didn't want to put the work in to make it right. And I found this on Amazon made by ICT Billet for like 40 bucks. So yeah, and then after I found this, I went on ICT Billet's website, and they actually make a lot of really cool shit. So yeah, got that in. Big box here. This is from Tuner Tools, so ordered some stuff up from them. Got some shocks, well, rear coilover shocks, because I am going to be doing a coilover conversion on this car. So I got some nice QA1 double adjustable coilover shocks. Now I used a very similar shock on my GTO, and I was just blown away by the quality and the tunability of these shocks. So, you know, QA1 makes some really, really good stuff, and, you know, their suspension stuff, in my opinion, for the price, it's really good. You know, the adjustability on it and just the fine tuning, like one click in any direction and you can feel a difference. So I mean, they're not 200 adjustments on them or anything like that, but, you know, one little click here and there, you can actually feel the difference on them. So good quality shocks for sure. Got some brake lines from Summit, so I can actually get the rear brake lines done, and then all I'll need to do is route the hard line from the handbrake to the bulkhead. Brakes will be done, so I'm pretty stoked on that. Got mount brackets for the coilovers. I'll open one of these up real quick. So I've used these for shock and coilover brackets before, and they're real nice because they just, you know, coilover eyelet goes right on there, and it's basically, you know, self-shimming with that. And, you know, they work great. Obviously I'll have to modify these brackets to be a little bit more structural and mount in the positions that I need them to mount, but for a starting point of getting something like this for $4 or whatever they were, it's well worth it, and I've used them plenty in the past. So yeah, definitely the way to go for doing suspension mounting. Got the other brake lines, so we can do all four in the rear. And then these, got another one here. So I got two of these boxes, and these are, wow, they're silver. These are the coil springs for the rear. Usually they're black. I got some pretty soft spring rates to start out with, 250-pound springs for the rear. You know, it's a good starting point for me. Usually I like to start pretty soft, feel it out, see how it goes. So a 250 is fine. I think it'll be good, you know, depending on how the car feels and handles. You know, we might stiffen it up a bit, we might loosen it up a bit. So these springs are relatively cheap from Summit. I think they're 35 bucks a spring, so not a bad way to go. I've used them in the past. I've used them on my GTO, used them on the RX-7. Just the Summit brand springs my opinion, best bang for the buck. You know, for the price, you really can't beat it. So I think that's about it. So yeah, there we go. We got some parts in. We got a good amount of work we can get done this weekend. Hopefully I'll get some good video content out of it, and you know, start pumping out some more videos again. You know, I've obviously been kind of slacking and not doing as many uploads as I've been doing in the past. So, you know, I think I only did 3 videos last week when I was doing them daily before. So we'll shoot for doing daily uploads this week. If it happens, who knows? I have been thinking about skipping out on doing the weekly update this week, just because I think it kind of makes more sense to do the videos of everything I do, and then after that do the weekend update, because you just watch the weekend update, then you already know what's going to be coming out all week long. So might skip the weekend update this time. Maybe I can get some little filler content or something like that. But we got parts, I got work to do, so subscribe to the channel, follow the build. Like the video if you liked it, and I will catch you guys later.